Hi everyone, it's Erno here, and today I'm going to show you how to play CAITLYN ADC and using the best build and rules for CAITLYN. Fleet footwork, runs extra sustain, and if you want you can also take first strike for more damage. Alright, so let's get to her skill explanation. Her passive, each auto attack grants you a stack towards a headshot, which deals more damage. On next auto add 5 stacks, and if you auto attack in bush you gain 2 stacks of headshot instead of 1. So for example, if you have 4 stacks and you auto from bush, you're gonna apply the headshot. You wanna focus on reaching level 2 before enemies first. That way also it will be easier to make use of greater range, because CAITLYN's range is superior. And of course, usually when you have your headshot you wanna apply it at the enemy. I'm gonna take E, because that way I can sometimes apply headshot like this. See? She took a lot already. Alright. Q deals damage in the line, but it's worth noting that it deals less damage if it collides with other target. So single target damage is much greater. You can also achieve that if the enemy is trapped with your W, because W is a trap. Also, except for 5th auto attack, which is empowered, you can get headshot from your E and from your W when an enemy steps on the trap. And then when the enemy is trapped, your Q deals more damage, regardless if it hits something else as well. Alright, I'm gonna get a kill. Could be second. Yes. Okay, one more tip. If you're about to get crowd controlled, like in this case with Janna's Q, just use your Q because the animation cannot be stopped, which means your ability cannot be interrupted. Okay, first we're going for Collector. I'd rather just keep the wave like this because I won't be able to push and I'm low HP, so I just get BF sword. That's a huge power spike early game. The first basic combo that you need to know is E, Q, auto attack. So after applying E, you slow. It knocks you back, dealing magic damage, and applies the headshot, so you can auto attack. It has much greater range than your standard auto, the headshot. Like Maokai wants to gank, but he's on vision, and also doing this on such minion wave usually doesn't work. Also keep in mind that you should be doing EQ to skip part of Q animation, which usually would take longer, and instead you can just do smooth combo and then basic attack with headshot. So I have headshot, I wanna apply it at the enemy. That's how it works. Also there's a combo with your W. Right after you use E, you can place your W slightly faster and then you auto attack, which allows you to apply headshot twice if the enemy actually gets triggered on the trap. And you see how it is when the enemy is being pushed. You can just focus on poking that enemy and they have to just out push, which is hard for them, and for Jinx to keep up with range she has to use her empowered Q, I mean rocket launcher, and it costs her mana. So at this point she's not really able much. You just wanna trade from time to time. Just pay attention to headshot, you can stack it faster in the bush. So I have 4. And as for traps, it actually depends what skin you're playing, because some traps are more visible depending on the skin. But basically when you play Caitlyn, you just wanna apply as many headshots as possible. So you can get one from your W, your E and your fifth also. Sometimes you can apply 3 headshot stacks with basic attack reset as well. There's a lot. You should just place your trap after the enemy gets crowd controlled, like somehow this time it didn't trigger. And the best time to use your Q is when the enemy is trapped, because that's when the RB cannot move, which means you're guaranteed to hit. And also because then Q deals the most damage, unless you're doing Q single target. See? The combo and ult. Oh, it got interrupted. Got it. Okay. In this case it was hard because we just got 4-man ganked. At least still a double. And you probably noticed on Janna, I didn't have to trigger headshot immediately because you can actually stack it. So I had the stack from W and D and I could apply 2 headshots. Also, if you're doing your E close to the wall, you can skip some part of animation and then it just works like a slow-in effect with headshot. You can also flash E to apply headshot. If you use your E at the start of animation and then flash, it's not going to knock you back. Just make sure to W in between auto attacks. This can be used defensively as well, of course, like when you're running away. When you're kiting, you just place a trap in front. And as for ultimate, this is the range. The damage of your ultimate is affected by crit chance and it grants you true sight on a target. So if you're ulting Shaco that is about to Q, for example, you're gonna have vision still. Oh well. I think that's too much. W trap grants you vision as well once an enemy steps on that. I have to flash. So close. Now I'm not ulting Janna because it wouldn't be enough to kill her. But I could just ult Malphite maybe? Yes. Like make sure to time your ult properly so that another enemy is not able to block it in time. Because this ultimate can be blocked easily by someone just being in front.
I have to stop him before he does something tragic, like unvented shots. That's got some kick.
The use of your ultimate depends. Usually, let's say an enemy is low and you're just pushing the turret or your minions and then you poke with Q. Actually try to E first, then Q basic attack. Or just with Q and you just apply ultimate instantly as a finisher. Just make sure not to ult in close range because during that time you can basic attack. So it doesn't make sense to ult. Other than that, you can ult before the team fight starts.
300 years in the past.
And preferably just ulting at important squishy target. Make sure to do that when the enemy is not surrounded by some tank that could easily block it, because we would lose value that way. And it's also good to take blue trinket, which provides you vision. So sometimes you just apply trinket and you get vision on low HP target lying away and it's done. Okay. And I tried to roam, sometimes you can just roam through the river and hold an enemy.
Time has laws. Time is law.
Ooh, no damage. See that? That was single target Q damage. Works the same with the trap. Oh, let's go. See, I placed the trap right in front, so when she tried to trade back, surprise. Like, I will recommend playing CAITLYN right now, she's really strong. Especially once she gets like 3 items. But already impactful. You can also place a trap like here and it's invisible to your enemy. Unless they move their camera, which usually doesn't happen. And then you just need to... Oh, what? She's going at Nami. I heal, okay. I got baited. And now... It's very hard to actually deal with her. I'm trying, but look. There's way too much. She's nearly dead anyway. So you see how strong she is. It's really hard against Malphite. Is he actually roaming from top lane? Or is it mid? Oh, it's mid Malphite, okay. Time for boots. I already went for Infinity Edge because it's more impactful and I have such amount of gold. Other than that, it's also good to just take attack speed boots first. Especially now that little tempo doesn't exist and it was really good on CAITLYN.
An enemy has been slain.
By the way, you can also do your EQ backwards. Like this might be fixed in the future. But when you do EQ, you do it to the side. And even if you're like being here, the Q will still launch from initial position. I'm rarely using that, but it's worth knowing. So in this case, I would like to ult before I reach them. I didn't find a nice target. I could always do this, see? And he's dead, so it's worth waiting sometimes. It depends. Hello. You're dead. E amplifying damage, and we just surprise Jinx from here. Oh, so close actually. Oh wow, look at that Q, it nearly hit her. Wait, I actually could have done that EQ, maybe, to the side. But it was all about landing Q anyway, so the outcome would have been the same probably. At least I did give away the shutdown. That was a bit greedy because I tried to just place a trap behind her. And it's really worth it. When the enemy is going away and you have some speed, or the slow especially, it's much easier to just land this trap.
We can't just see the past.
But especially good when your ally has some CC, like when you play with Leona, you just place a trap right after CC. And the amount of traps that you can place increases with rank of this ability. So later you can just place traps to protect objectives and make sure to apply that in bush, because people face check a lot. Like Janna, for example, wanted to ward and she got headshot.
I'm from the future.
And they surrendered. Alright. Oh, for real. What a start for the second game. We didn't have vision on that, alright. Okay, this time playing against Zaya and Rakan, as you can see. Playing with lower HP, but it's gonna be fine, so he has W first, right?
I much prefer this to desk duty.
I just dodged that.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Also, this is why we use Fleet Footwork for that extra sustain. If you don't play against poke matchups, you can go First Strike, but I recommend Fleet Footwork for most games.
First blood.
Boom. Headshot.
And depending on the lane, you can go W second or E. In this case, taking E second would be good as well, because I could just protect myself from Rakan. Just cast it E away. And well, I face checked because I wanted to show you that you can auto attack in bush during the leash to stack headshot faster. As you can see, just trading a lot, and thanks to range, it's possible without taking damage in return. And despite losing HP early, it's fine. I need to make sure not to get caught in that Rakan's Q next time, because he heals Zaya.
Brilliant. I'm not here to serve.
When placing a trap, I recommend being in other bush so the enemies don't see animation.
Let's do this by the book.
Aw, you're looking out for me.
As expected.
You actually have a really tanky team comp, and usually when that happens you wanna go Dominic's third.
Even the smallest clue can break a case. I'm on the job.
Also, as you can see, when the RB interrupted my E, I couldn't dash away. So sometimes you'll have to decide if you wanna flash or E. Don't always rely on your E to escape, because they can just stop your dash.
Surrender now.
The wave is in a decent spot. Just gonna farm like this for now. But we can play aggressively because Zac is top. Especially now. Ignite already. Let's back, cause Zac might gank.
If time never sleeps, then I best put on another pot of tea. Someone call for a sheriff?
Okay, the wave is in the right spot. They have to get closer.
Predictable.
Okay, now Zaya is vulnerable. Look at that mistake by them.
An ally has been slain.
No more.
If you wanna push, you can use Q, or if you wanna damage them later, better to save it till they enter a trap or somehow.
An enemy has been slain.
Or Zaya can just ult.
You
I I was hoping she would panic and dote now. But she didn't, she's skipping that to the very end. And if I would ult her, there's one difference, like when you're just casting your ult and it didn't fire yet, then the ult will go on 5 seconds cooldown. Or if you already fire and, for example, Xayah becomes untargetable with her ult, then it's gonna go on cooldown. So pay attention to that and keep in mind. But I see like Rakan failed his engage and I immediately just went to poke them because I knew they couldn't do anything at all. I wanna stay for now because I'm not letting them take plates. I can back if these plates disappear. Make sure to auto whenever each footwork is available here for extra sustain. Also grants speed, so it helps for chasing. I'd say this matchup requires a lot of patience, as you can see. Knowing when to go in and when not. I especially have to be careful because of Zac. Because Rakan can just apply CC chain, and then I wouldn't be able to do anything without flashing.
Crime is common, logic is rare.
But whenever I can, I just poke him. Still no kills, 10 minutes.
I love a good chase.
And they're going in.
This can only end
And this is why I should have flashed immediately, instead of hoping I can do something. Because of the previously mentioned CC chain, as you can see, Q'd out less now because it's collided with minions. Use much more single target.
Let's investigate.
Nice try.
A true professional is
She still has ult, right? Oh yeah, she does. And I have no mana. Okay, finally collector. You know, kills will come eventually. It's just a different game, as you can see, compared to the last one.
I'll have this finished before tea time.
Some matchups are like that. It depends on types of supports as well. Because I'm not playing with engaging support like Nautilus or Leona. At some point I will have so much damage that they're gonna disappear anyway, you'll see that.
Thank you, honey.
I much prefer to get desk duty.
And no plates for them.
Wide open.
And look, you can just E like this to enter range. And they collapsed. No way you survived this. Okay, he had to flash. That's so unfortunate, you saw that Zaya's HP. That's why I recommend always trying to apply a basic attack before ult, but this time I think I had no range anymore. So when chasing, just do E backwards and that way you can reach. We are equal in CS.
I will not tolerate lawlessness.
And I pushed the wave last time because I wanted to do something aggressive. Instead of just freezing.
I cannot afford to falter.
Especially because of Ramos around. Oh, come on.
As expected.
Yes. I have to get out. Oh yeah, Zac is really annoying for Caitlyn. Positioning is so important and this dragon was kind of forced.
I'm here to
I shouldn't have followed this call. We didn't have vision there. And no way to steal, of course.
by the book.
With jungler having smite.
Even the smallest clue can break a case.
Surprise.
I'm on the job.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, especially when the ADC is alone, you should be trying something aggressive. Just Rakan limits me.
Never a dull moment.
Could have done EQ. Didn't expect him to take that much damage.
Someone call for a sheriff.
Okay.
Feathers fly!
And no ult.
Me, miss? Not by a long shot. The heart of Piltover is its
Shut
people.
down. An enemy has been slain.
In position.
slain.
Do not disturb the crime scene until I return. No matter the situation, a good investigator always remains calm. I do love a good mystery.
Okay, so they lane swapped.
Brilliant. I must
Nah, she's
always
here.
be 3 steps ahead.
She's 2 kills ahead, but I can handle her.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
It's my business to know what others do not.
An ally has been slain.
What? Okay. Alright. She came back to me. I forgot that she had an hourglass. I mean, arm guard.
Hot on the trail.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Be good while I'm gone, won't you? Laws mean nothing when they fail to protect the public.
An ally has been slain.
Look,
One must never
blue
start an
trinket.
investigation without
But
first
this time I don't have her in range. I was hoping to just see Zaya there. Probably they would just block the road though, so she wasn't alone.
crime is crime.
I could have pushed actually. I wanna be there to help my allies. Sometimes you should be saving your E defensively. And this case, better to do it like this.
Fancy a treat?
Okay, dragon. See, kills are coming now. I've got collector at least.
I am not Piltover's dog. I work
So imagine later.
no one else.
Alright, we can siege them.
Let's investigate.
Or maybe not. Ramos is back and Les back as well.
If time never sleeps,
I just get
put on another
infinity.
pot of tea.
We cannot take that for now. Let's go bot. Aurelia is coming. Alright, mid then.
They cannot run from the long arm of the law. Not from the scope of my rifle.
There's no turret though.
A true professional is always aware of her surroundings. stone left unturned.
Alright, I just placed traps here. Let's push top lane.
I always aim to win, and my aim is perfect.
No range.
Mind the trap.
Oh, see that?
Immaculate.
The damage. Like, Caitlyn is so good at sieging.
Has destroyed a turret.
As expected. The Lord bends for no one.
The turret is still here though.
I'll have this finished.
Almost.
2 times.
Okay, now he's not able to engage. Just preparing traps. Turret. Oh, the damage. I love that.
Always maintain a proper chain of command.
This fight is unnecessary, but it's okay.
So, it has come to this. Do not disturb the crime scene until I return.
So, even if the lane seems really passive, like 10 minutes, 0 kills, just stay patient, kills will come.
No matter the situation, good
And you're gonna be
investigation always
impactful.
remains calm.
The most important thing is not to fall behind.
I aim to win.
Okay, dragon soon. I think she's baiting. I ult her before a fight. You can also counter an hourglass by placing a trap. Oh, the flash, dude. Oh, he died.
On to the next case.
Let's catch Zaya, maybe? She's back in already.
Drop your weapons.
And they surrendered, alright. So that was a different laning phase, as you see. And, well, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this and that you learned something about Caitlyn and how to play her. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what would you like to see next for a guide. And you can also check out my stream and my other channel in the description. Good luck in your Caitlyn games, thanks for watching and see you next time.